What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called?
Yes!
What was that?
That was my MK Paulson impression.
Yes.
Yes!
MK Paulson.
Pretty
Is he
good.
still your roommate?
Mhm.
How's that? Is
He's
he
doing
around?
great. He's a very good roommate.
Is he there ever? Do you see him? Or he's like
he's
traveling
in Texas
a
a good bit, but he's here today and stuff.
Oh, nice. He's here today. Good.
Damn right.
I'm gonna go over there.
Thank you.
I'm gonna burst into his room like a fucking Kool-Aid man. That's right.
It would be funny that just doesn't happen anymore, where a friend walks in your room.
Dude, you know what happened to me? Fuck, I forget who did it. Shit. It's someone I really like, but before the pandemic, not long though, like a couple months before, a friend of mine knocked on my door, and when I opened the door, they were like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I was like,
What?
"Were we supposed to meet up?" And they were like, "No. I was just in the neighborhood, and so I figured I'd just come say what's up."
What?
And I was like, "What? Oh, I'm like working, and I'm sorry. Do you want to?" And it was just weird.
Yeah, that's
and,
mind blowing.
But then we talked later, and they were like, "Well, you know, I just was in the neighborhood, and yeah, you're right. I probably should have called or whatever. But if you remember, like before we all had cell phones, that's like what you did. It's true.
What a chaotic universe it used to be. Someone's at our house,
Right?
and they look thirsty,
And they're just I didn't know what to do. It had been years since someone did that to me.
I think, in my opinion, I feel like it's almost morally wrong to place a phone call. So showing up on my door makes me
Yes.
think you want to kill me,
Right.
Or you're
No warning. You're just at my door, and I
in the neighborhood. What does
feel
that
like
even mean?
back then it was kind of weird. Like, yeah.
Well, I think back then it was just life was crazy. You needed sugar from a neighbor. You'd knock on the neighbor's door and be like, "Did you hear the war?" Like it was like you needed a neighbor.
Well, there was
And
like
now no one needs a neighbor.
There was an element of like, I remember it being like, "Hey, can Dave come out and play?" kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then so kids would do it.
People too young for phones would do it.
Yes. Yes, but even when there was no cell phone, I feel like you would call and be like, "Hey, what are you doing later?"
Yeah.
And then you would have to do other horrifying shit like, "Okay, we're all going to go to the movie. I'll meet you by the fucking tree by the
Right, yeah.
you know, and we have to be there between 8 and 8:05, otherwise we're going to go into the movie without you." You know? Crazy old
Yeah,
people
yeah.
shit.
Every episode of Seinfeld.
Where
were my friends?
and then make sure you bring your Walkman and other
God.
ancient technologies.
I hope you like your one album.
And your paper map. Bring a paper map and a Walkman because it's 1992, everybody, and we're about to see Speed. Whatever movie was in theaters then.
Unforgiven.
We're about to see Unforgiven. Yes. What fucking came out back then?
The Crying Game was in 92.
Cop and a Half. Remember
Cop
that
and a
movie?
Half. I think Twins had just come out.
Another Stakeout.
I think Hot Shots Part 2.
Oh, Hot Shots Part 2.
Reservoir Dogs.
Major League 2.
Man, Charlie Sheen was crushing it.
He was, man.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I wonder if kids now, they don't go and see if anyone could come out to play. Do you think they do the cups with string and they put the cup to their ear?
I never had that. Did you have that?
No, I didn't live close enough to another house. It would have needed to
Right.
be a
Like
mile
miles
long
long.
string. And I don't think it would work.
It took you a full day to walk the
Yeah.
cup to your friend's house, and it's just suspended over an entire cornfield.
Right. I think my actual closest friend was around 8 to 9 miles from my house.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I didn't have.
I'm still that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
That's
it's a
why I'm
little
blown
different.
away. I'm in your neighborhood. Like what?
Yeah.
In my what?
What?
We,
Going to
we
the
live in L.A.
The little market owned
What?
by the old Armenian guy right over there.
You found parking. I'm in his neighborhood. I'll park for 15 minutes.
You came to this In and Out?
Yeah.
And then you walked down to my house?
What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's no one in the neighborhood in L.A.
Man, you ever get a cold, no preparation FaceTime call?
Unforgivable.
Unbelievable.
War crime.
A girlfriend can do that to me?
A girlfriend can do that.
And I guess that was a really weird way of saying that. My girlfriend can do that and no one else. If my mother does that, I'm like, what is happening?
Oh,
Who are you?
my mom does it sometimes, and I'm just like, how many hours of the day do you think I'm ready for you to see me?
No shit.
I'm not ready for anybody to see. Like, we're a couple of gross dudes. Gross stuff going on.
I spend a lot of the day under a pile of underwear. Truly. Like old underwear. That's
It's
not
like,
even mine.
I'm eating over the sink right now.
Yeah.
You don't need to see. No one should see this.
I woke up at 3 p.m. I don't. Also, even if I were so let's say an alternate scenario in which I like have a suit on or whatever you're expecting to be happening,
Right.
Mom. I'm like in a completely perfect situation, just crushing it in every single way, like out in the world. Do you think then I'm just going to be like, well, now's the time I'm going to have a phone call with my face out? I just don't.
And there's no time. You don't know how long it's supposed to be.
I think it might be somewhat generational. Like, I think people younger than us FaceTime all the time randomly. Maybe.
I don't know.
Because I
find it
just see it
unbearable.
as like an intrusion. Truly, I'm just like, I don't want to even if I feel like I look good, I don't want to, because it feels like so much. Like, I don't want to fucking all of a sudden be in the same space as another human being. I don't know.
No, I know. It is an intrusion, and it feels to me the same as if I can feel you taking my wallet out of my pocket. Like, time is
Right.
money, and when somebody's just like sitting there, and I'm just like, do you want an hour? What do you want? Like, I'm so used to like planning out, like, here's the time, here's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I just hate when it's just like, how long is it going to be rude for me to say I need to go?
Yeah.
Oh man, in a FaceTime, we're looking at each other's faces for an
Crazy.
hour. How long?
And you're just throwing it at me out of nowhere.
Right.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. Clear blue sky. That is the craziest. You know what's really funny is we're going to get FaceTimes
Like crazy
within
now.
like an hour now.
Yeah. Totally.
Someone is going to be like, aha, I just saw the FaceTime thing. Thought it'd be funny to FaceTime you. Yeah, it's going.
Shut up, you fucking comedians.
No, do not FaceTime me.
All comedians are dumb and bad people.
They are.
They're stupid and they are morally bankrupt human beings,
really a bad group.
except for me
Me, yeah.
and Caleb.
No, just Dave. And Dave likes that about me. I'm a little rough.
Yeah, totally.
People say it.
Yeah, they call us the Fox and the Hound. I don't know what
That'll
that
be our
means.
fun.
Yeah.
The fighter and the kid, the fox and the hound.
Hootie and the Blowfish, the podcast.
Who's the blowfish? in that?
I don't know.
The Hootie.
I don't know. I think it's just the band. He's
So
Hootie.
he's Hootie.
And then the Blowfish is like the drummer and the other guys.
Why would you blow fish?
I don't know.
Not a good back-to-back words.
Let's start a podcast called Two Hooties.
Two Hooties. Hootie and the Hoot Hoot.
Hootie and another Hootie. Hootie and the Hooties.
Hootie.
I know.
Yeah.
Just an awful.
And then you hear the name, and you're like, when I hear Hootie and the Blowfish, I'm expecting like, hot down, summer in the city. How about doing a I'm expecting like,
like ragtime.
the oldest sounding music that's just like love is love and it's summertime love.
Yeah, totally.
And then it's
I own some wood and I also own some metal.
Crackerjack Town. It's Crackerjack Town. Going downtown and a lady in a hat. That's what I think.
Oh, wow. That's so funny.
And it's not that. And it's weird. Like what an interesting time in music. Hootie and the Blowfish.
I know. The 90s were so strange in that way. I really think that it was like the beginning of the hats with frayed edges and like purposely ripped jeans. And I really think like out of grunge and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I really think specifically because Nirvana got so big, but also the rest of grunge to a certain extent. But Nirvana, like Kurt Cobain was so charismatic and such a good songwriter and was so like accessible and also so fucking punk that everyone on earth loved what they were making. like punks and people who love subculture were like, fuck yes.
Yeah,
this shit hit the mainstream. And then everyone else was like, oh my God, something real and edgy, but also that is for me. Right. And I think as a result of that, the industry was sort of like, everyone was like, okay, which part of this can we make money off of? And it spawned like Hootie and the Blowfish and Puddle of Mud and fucking Corn and all of these misunderstandings of what was happening.
Yeah.
It was just like frayed edges and long hair and like
hey,
sort
you
of
have
like
a band? Are you sad about it?
yeah, punky
You're not happy
sounding
to be
music.
a band. Good.
Or they were like, you were friends with Kurt, or you liked Kurt, or you're from Seattle, or just like every
no one
single
knew.
micro part of it was they tried to make money off of. And I truly like,
So funny.
yeah, I mean, because what did Hootie and the Blowfish have? I mean, aside from like that style of, like music for 41-year-olds.
I wish that was a station so bad. Welcome to music for 41-year-olds.
It sort of is. It's just like it's called, I think, adult contemporary.
Oh, boy.
We got
What a
Hootie and the
genre.
Blowfish. We got James Blunt, and we got Lisa Loeb. Here we go. Do you like country, but it's a little too country for you? Truly, and it's just like,
City country.
do you like rock, but you don't like to rock? Well, here's Hootie and the Blowfish.
Does your back hurt and you like rock? And
Do you like Good Charlotte, but you don't like how they look or sound? Really?
hey, do you smoke but didn't used to? Or do you used to now, but you didn't have it?
Yeah, totally. Music from rock bands that don't smoke cigarettes. You're listening to Soft Everything 96.1. Oh, man.
All our ads are for mattresses and pillows and
Yeah, totally.
Dr. Scholl.
And just where to buy a $2 million house. Remax. Call Remax.
Rooms to go.
Man, don't you wish your water tasted a little bit like strawberries?
Dude, I love watching like old stuff that has the commercials in them. And I saw one the other day. It was a Rooms to Go from like 90 something, who knows? And they were like, and no interest until 1999. It was just like, well, it happened.
It happened.
Used to seem like it wouldn't happen.
1999 did seem like a far away, really, really long way away.
Oh, yeah.
There was that Prince song about how we're going to
We're
party.
gonna party. And then everybody just partied very anxiously in 1999.
Oh, boy.
Everybody was very worried.
And then, oh, dude, have you rewatched Saturday morning cartoons from the 90s at all?
No, not recently. No.
Dude, one of the best parts of watching those is that a lot of the time, they were taped off TV, so the commercials are still in there, and all the commercials were for toys. And the toy ads were dope for a couple reasons. The first is they like added sounds and dramatized it, and it was like, get the new He-Man punch sword. This sword actually cuts things or whatever. And it went, whoa, and then
Yeah, like the narrator can't believe what's in front
exactly.
of him.
It was whoa, and it's always like an adult, but speaking in a way that's trying to excite the kids. But they either didn't have the budget or didn't have the technology to do the thing they do now, which is they like make a whole fucking scene that isn't what happens between the toys.
Yeah.
It's like now ads for shit is just like CGI'd or whatever, and it makes it seem like if you buy this Nerf gun, you actually are Captain America, or
Right.
you're gonna defeat the Nazis or whatever the fuck. I haven't seen TV in 100 years.
Defeat them.
But the toy ads were just like, yeah, there were sound effects and there was a lot of voiceover, but then it was just kids playing with the toys.
Yeah.
And so it's awesome. They're just like, yeah, like with a toy in his hand, moving it all crazy. And it's just like, oh my God, if you get this toy, then you could pretend that he's under a bridge all day. Yeah. Fighting two toys fighting under a bridge, and the kids are like, yeah, we're fighting with the toys. And then the voiceover guy is like, these toys fight. I don't know if I'm saying this right at all.
No, I know what you mean. A lot of zoom ins. They'd zoom in on
Yeah.
a kid playing with it. Zoom out.
Zoom out.
Zoom back in.
And there's like a little bit of art on the screen.
Fire.
It's like a POW symbol.
Yeah. That's all they can do.
Yeah, Skeletor can hold a scepter. Whoa! Yeah. By the
holding
Castle
it.
Grayskull, and you can see where He-Man sits.
They
Whoa!
zoom in on his chair. There he is.
There's like several rooms by He-Man's 4-bedroom house.
You can play with him in a pool. And they're like, there's no pool with this
There's
toy.
no, yeah.
We do not give you
Pool
a
sold
pool.
separately.
I love that for the past 100,000 years, every kid in every country, when they have a toy, they will make it fly.
Yes.
And every kid thinks that flying sounds like
Yeah.
it's what it.
Also,
what,
every kid thinks driving is just you go left and right with the wheel over and
left
over.
to right a lot.
Yeah.
And you never need to back up. No one ever
You
pretends
never back
to back up. when
There's
they're
no
driving.
pedals. You don't have to look forward. You just go left and right and left and right and left and right.
And no one's ever driving like it's always.
Yeah. Well, it's because every dad's a fucking dork. It's not their fault. If
Dads are
if any
dorks.
dad was cool, they would like hang their arm up there like a guy
Cool guy.
trying to pick up girls in his truck. You know what I mean? Cool guy.
See, that's what I wonder too. You talk about kids popping over for a visit when you're in the neighborhood. Are guys still driving around like, ladies?
Hey,
Did any of you ladies see my car?
Lord, I hope
is
not.
that I cannot imagine. I have not seen that occur. That is a crazy thing to imagine happening. I hope COVID killed. If that was going on and COVID stopped
Absolutely.
it, thank God. Because what a bizarre thing.
Man, you know
you ever
what's-
seen a Mustang?
dude?
Yes.
I remember a guy at my high school telling me that I like saw his car and it was like, you know, a fucking sports car all like douchebagged out. It had like a, you know, like an eagle painted on the hood or
Ooh,
whatever.
Fuzzy dice.
Yeah. Stuff like that. And I was like, oh, hey, nice car, man. And he was like, yeah, dude, I like, honestly, you get a car like this, you're going to get so many more girls. And I was like,
What?
Even if that's true, I don't want to be you. I just like,
It doesn't make sense.
even if that were my main goal in life, which I guess it would have to be in order to like buy a car for the purpose of getting girls.
And I also just the inferior feeling that would make me feel like imagining just women driving, like straight women who are like, man, what car do I got to get to find a fella? Like they think highlier of themselves than that to
Yes.
think, well, how am I going to trick a guy with a car?
Right.
Like it's just it's so weird. Like your conception of women is they're just going to be uncontrolled. They're going to see it and go like, look at those wheels.
It is a weird world you're putting yourself in
Yeah.
where you're like, my ability to make you enjoy my company is not going to be the way I start. I'm starting with material possessions and also like crazy stuff I say to you. Oh man, I
Do
hope
you
I
like
have,
eggs in the morning?
I have a lot of visible money and I'm going to say something
Right.
weird and that's going to be how I start a relationship.
Yeah.
I would like the foundation of our relationship to be lies and money.
You know, the two things that keep marriage going.
Totally.
No marriage ever ended over lies and money.
Hey, how'd you meet? Well, I really liked his convertible and then he hooted at me. And yeah, so we're divorced.
I just also think it's so incorrect to think that like it's like, oh, so you believed a car commercial.
Right.
That's to me, that's as stupid as being like, I'm gonna get some X-ray specs from the back of a comic book and see through ladies' dresses. Like it won't work. It isn't real. That was a commercial.
Right,
You're not
yeah.
going to drive down the street and women in sundresses are just going to hop in your car
Right.
like it's Mumbo number 5.
Totally.
It's not going to happen. You idiot. That's from Country Grammar, the music
Right,
video.
right.
Women don't
Right.
jump in cars without seeing who's driving them.
Dude, have you ever
They
seen
just don't.
a Farmers Only TV commercial?
Oh, no, but I've
Holy
heard
shit.
tell.
They are so rad, dude. Like literally It's first of all, it looks like it's shot by a 10-year-old. It looks like they found a camcorder in their time machine and decided to shoot a commercial. It's like
man.
fuzzy. And it's like, did you shoot this in 4:3? What is this? Are you like, is the camera zoomed in? Why does it look bad? This is, everybody has a camera.
You ever see something that'll be like 360p, and I'm like, what? How?
Did you shoot this commercial on Zoom?
Like, I've
Why?
seen Gone with the Wind. Okay, that came out in the 30s.
Right.
How does this look worse?
Totally. The camera that shot Gone with the Wind is a worse camera than your phone.
Yeah.
Shoot
How
a
does it
fucking
still look so bad?
high-res fucking commercial.
Unbelievable.
So the commercial is literally just like a guy with like swoopy hair who looks like Christian Bale in American Psycho, with like a fucking button-up blue and white striped shirt with a white sweater tied around his neck, and like slick back hair and sunglasses in a red convertible, and a really cute girl sitting next to him. And I don't remember what he says, but they're just like stopped at a stoplight. And he's like, I own a bookstore or something stupid, something really lame.
Yeah.
But something no one would ever say. Just like, hey, have you tried all the Jelly Bellies or whatever?
Man, these are both pretty good.
I'm not doing a good, because they're trying to make this guy look like a total douchebag.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a good job, but it's just like, disco is the only music that ever existed.
I love, and Jerry says he hits on a girl in Seinfeld. He walks up to her and he goes, hey, you wouldn't know what to look at me, but I'm really fast.
That's how you should.
That's a very good one.
Yeah.
Really
you know what?
fast.
When I was single, you know what I would do is I had this crazy pickup line. I went like this. I would go, hello. And hey, what's up?
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's wild.
You know what I would do? I would be friends with a lady for a few years.
Sure.
And then I think she would get tired of being my friend and go, is he ever gonna? And I would go, probably not. And she was like, I'll do it then. And then she would make a move.
Right.
That was my move.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Yeah,
a
I'll
bunch
be your
of times.
friend for years. Yeah. I do what y'all do.
I won't even have the desire
I'll wait for you to do
dating.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just earnestly be your friend and then let it naturally bring us very close.
Yeah. I'm part of the problem. I like it. You're like, I'm going to wait for them to make a move. Well, if we both do that, no moves get made.
Right.
So I am part of the problem, but I just wait, see what
Sure.
happens.
So in this Farmers Only commercial, this douchebag is like has like a regular girl who's like country-ish. She just like is wearing like cowboy boots or
A
something.
little bit country, is that what you mean?
Yeah, she's a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll. And then while he's like douching out at her, and she's like sort of uncomfortable, like oh wow, that's nice. A huge lifted truck pulls up next to it, and a guy in a cowboy hat is just like, hey, honey, you want to hang out with a real man? And she's like, oh, thank you. And gets in his truck. And then it's
Wow.
like, Farmers Only.
The
world is two terrible groups. That's it.
How is that even like? So the end game is you got a farm
Yes.
and you're looking for a lady with a farm. So you meet, you date. What do? You join farms?
Right.
You move her farm to the other farm?
It's like Sim City.
Do you both just live in two different houses and drive your truck over to the what?
I do think that it's like Farmers Only in the sense that it what they are meaning to say is country people. People who like country shit are from the country.
But you gotta have a farm.
You don't have to. It's not actually Farmers Only.
Is that really?
It's like trucks and guns and shit, hunters kind of shit.
This is ridiculous.
I was thinking though,
That's just wrong. Then.
if Farmers Only really were that, then Farmers Only is actually the most valid dating app, because farmers, more than anyone else, are like really never around anyone else.
Yeah.
They're so far away. And so you got to walk like 30 miles and you're like, is there a girl here? And they're like, nah.
There's a woman in next town over.
And you're just like, mother of God.
Oh, is she a farmer? No, school teach.
And you're like,
Well, she's dead to me.
shit. So
Can she plow? Why does she have to be?
But maybe legitimate matchmaking is made between towns on farmersonly.com.
I guess. I'm wondering if it's still like on other dating apps where like if the farmer's just like, so did you eat yet? And then the farmer lady's like, look at this shit. And she screenshots it and is like, look at this bull. I'm back on Farmers Only. Already
Yeah.
getting this bullshit. It's
Wow,
just like,
that's
you
so
signed up for a
funny.
dating app. You're going to get hit on. It's probably not going to be great. It's a guy who's on a dating app.
I also love the idea that all of the specifics of that world have one. I've tried Farmers Only. I tried Hunters Only.
Yeah.
I tried Church now. Oh man, I tried people who exclusively eat cheese. Tried all of it.
I tried overall.
Overalls. Fuck, I had something I really liked that I was going to say.
Hey, well,
God
our new sponsors,
dang
Farmers
it.
Only. Wouldn't that be fun?
This is what I was going to say. I got an account on Farmers Only just to see what it was like. That's why I know this.
What? For real?
Yeah, it's out there somewhere still. It was, and I made myself a woman.
You made yourself a woman.
Yeah, it was like pick male or female, and I was like, well, female. Let's see what this is like. And I think I picked like Farm Girl 69 or something like
Hell
that.
yeah. Hell yeah.
And I didn't end up getting in there at all. It was just like too hard because I don't know if you believe this, but Farmers Only does not really have that great of web design.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, not a lot of farmers are also
I bet
web
they
designers.
got a lot of clip art.
Yeah, clip art. Also, the website's somehow in 4.3.
Upload a picture of your farm. And it's just like, there's nowhere to upload it. Upload it to here.
I love the idea that it really is completely farm based.
You get, what are the dimensions of your farm?
How many pigs do you own?
Is there parking at your farm?
Is there parking? Wow.
Is there smoking, non-smoking farm?
How many times a day do you go to church?
I go to church whenever I need ice. The church ice machines, you big.
Do you have a season pass to Popeyes?
Man, I'm getting so hungry now.
I know,
you
I'm
just
fucking
mentioned.
starving.
Oh God!
We
Welcome
ordered-
to What's It Called?
What's
We're
it
hungry.
called? Hello.
We've been recording 2 episodes today, and we're hungry boys, and
We're fucking starving.
yeah, we're hungry like Eminem when he was 20.
Do you think he
Remember
was
that
hungry?
Eminem?
Yeah, he didn't eat a
Yeah.
lot back then.
No, he was very hungry, and he was poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a
Like me.
dishwasher. Yeah,
Was he a dishwasher?
yeah.
Wow, and
Eminem.
now he's a person.
Yeah, now he's like a grandfather.
He used to be a washing machine, and now he's a person. Oh, this guy's crazy. I just like
used to be a washing machine.
You know, my dad was a washing machine, and
Yes,
my
he
mom was an
was.
oven. You know,
Dude, did you see that? You heard that movie, The Mitchells versus the Machines? It's like one of the guys that
yeah.
made Spider-Verse or whatever.
right? It's a Netflix movie.
There's a scene where they get attacked by washing machines. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Why?
I don't know. I don't
Why
think I paid
doesn't-
enough attention while I watched it,
I
but
feel like it's a cartoon. Weird
Yeah.
stuff happens. You know,
I guess so. I
they're
just
fighting. It's called Mitchell. Is it Mitchell versus the washing machines?
the Mitchells versus the machines. So all the
Okay.
machines in the world. Anyway,
the
check
machines
it
in the
out.
world.
I didn't like it much, but
Man,
yeah, look out for washing. Do you have your new place gonna have laundry?
it fucking better. Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking be pissed, man.
So much of my day is laundry. I'm wearing, this summer's so hot. I'm wearing like 8 shirts a day.
Dude,
I might go buy a shirt after we record because I already sweat through this shit.
it's unbelievable how much I sweat.
Oh,
It's embarrassing.
I sweat more, I bet.
It's yeah. I'll
Let's have a
believe you.
sweat off.
Let's do it.
We should do one
The
episode.
first annual What's It Called Sweat Off. Whoever sweats more, I don't know.
What I love about our podcast is there aren't any bad ideas and most of them happen.
Yeah, totally.
I think there's a 75% chance we do a sweat off.
well, that's what happens when 2 idiots have no barrier for their ideas.
We're wearing all gray.
You shouldn't teach someone as stupid as me how to use Photoshop.
No.
And I taught myself. Dang, man. What's it called? .rodeo is our
Check
website.
us out.
There's a link on there to see our YouTube episodes. Also, all the ways to, subscribe and shit. I'm at Dave to the Ross on all the social medias. He's at Dumb Caleb on Twitter and at
Dumb Caleb.
Caleb Signin on Instagram. We are almost back. This is our last pre-recorded episode of July, and then we are both back in town in August, and we're going to get back to every Sunday or Monday tossing out on Twitter what we're renaming that week so y'all can participate. Also, we'll be back, and we can start shouting out our new patrons, everyone who's joined over the past month. Our Patreon is patreon.com/whatsitcalled.
And these Patreon episodes, it's our best work. Sorry you don't get to hear it if you're not on the Patreon, but that shit is so fun. We love you. Thanks for the suggestions. What's in our butts? What's in the
our
the
Patreon podcast is called What's in There.
Yeah.
And this week we're finding out what's in Caleb's butt.
What's in Caleb's butt? And hey, you come find out in person if you want. I'll be at the Flicker Theater in Athens on July 29th. The Getaway in Asheville on July 30th. Come see me. It's going to be great. What's in my butt? Let's find out.
Also, we recorded this a month early, so I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm pretty sure a couple weeks from now, my show, Good Heroin, is back in LA, August 14th. That's supposed to be the date.
Best show in town.
Dude, I can't.
Best show in town.
Fucking wait. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Were we not recording?
No, I was saying.
Oh my God.
I was excited. I can't fucking wait is what I was saying. But
I can't either, man. It's
but
gonna be
it did sound like I was exclaiming, "Oh God, I didn't record any of that."
Yeah.
Because we've done that before.
Not just once.
I've done that before twice. Two
Hell
times.
Yeah.
Y'all
Dude,
were
it's
here
going to be
for
so
it.
fun. Good heroin. Where is it at? Going to be
Same
at?
place, Stories.
Get the fuck
Greatest
out.
place on earth. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Come out now. It's going to be, you're going to have to get there like an hour. It's hard to get
Well,
seats.
yeah, we'll fucking, we'll see, man.
Hell yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, the reason we haven't brought it back yet is it's still like sort of an era of like social distancing shows and stuff like that, but I think maybe by August it might not be.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think between the
hope we can just
vaccine and
pack 'em
hot
in.
weather and herd shit and whatever.
Herd shit.
I like when they refer to everyone in the country as a herd.
I know.
We
Totally.
need to reach immunity for
Can't it
the
just
herd.
be country immunity,
Yeah.
national immunity?
How about immunity?
it? Does
when our
mean
country
that
reaches
still.
immunity, don't forget what you are.
You're
You are a herd.
You exist to be meat. You shit until you die and get
We
eaten.
need the herd to work.
Yeah.
We have a
Get in your fucking field and eat grass, you piece of herd. Yeah.
We're eliminating disease from our herd. This is just a Brian Regan bit now.
I think my
You're
favorite.
in the herd.
You're in the herd. You're in the herd.
Get you in the corral.
Get back into the pasture and graze because you're a herd.
Go to the dress barn and get your dress for your cow.
Now we're going back to the Al Pacino. You're a herd. Have a burger. What a hilarious man he is.
She's got a great ass.
Man, Heat is such a crazy movie.
Oh, there's one time in Heat where the guy's like, I don't want to do that. I'll get killed. And he goes, you get killed walking your doggy.
Yeah.
Why would you yell doggy?
So insane.
Get killed walking your doggy?
His character is also so weird in that because it's like, wait, does he care about his step kid or not? Is he it seems like he's like a good guy, but also he's just,
I think it's oddly woke. He's being as good as a dad as you can be and be
like a crazy-
an effective cop. Like he's
like, I'm there for you. I'm there.
He's on
I'll show
call.
up. Her father doesn't show up. I'm there. But then she'll be like, are you coming home for dinner? And he's like, I will never eat dinner with you.
like annoyed that she needs food.
Yeah. I have a job. Baby, I told you when you signed on for this train that dating me would be like this. Every single day you'll see me from 8 to 9:30.
I never told you was going to be happy.
Yeah. I just
never
said I would be here.
I would date and marry you. I never said.
I just said we would get married, baby. I'll make you breakfast. I'll say nice things, but I'm not going to be around other than that.
I feel like for like most of history, all men felt about their wives like an alarm clock, where they're just like, "What the what?
Yes.
I thought you were off.
Right.
What?
Yeah, totally.
She wants to have dinner." They just couldn't believe.
Yeah.
What is?
Yeah. My wife wants to have dinner with me on Friday.
You know,
That sounds nice. That sounds not really actually very nice, man. Oh my God, I forgot. Gotta get my kid a gift for their birthday. Oh, you mean the number one thing you should do? Let's
that's like
just
the minimum.
actively try to work on that type of shit not being an inconvenience anymore.
Right.
I would really love to. It's hard for me too. I'm like, it's not like I totally see how it could happen because I love my work and I'm obsessed with it and I want it to
Hell
be
yeah.
good and it like takes up a lot of my time. And when I'm like in work mode and people try to put another thing in there, it's frustrating because I don't feel like I have the time. But I'm
Right,
also right now, and not that I'm some fucking hero, but I'm trying to like make the friends the priority number one. Literally because that's the one that feels good. And if you have kids and you don't do that one, they hate you.
They do. They don't know it yet, but Cat's in the Cradle and the Little Boy Blue.
There's just no excuse for like I couldn't make it to the soccer game because I had to. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the reason is. We
And
do all
it
have to
doesn't
make,
matter how much they suck at soccer.
Yeah,
Because let me
totally.
tell you something. I was one of the worst athletes there's ever been.
Yeah.
I was so bad I would get laughs from the stands. People thought I was doing a bit.
Right.
Several times when I was throwing to third base, I threw it out of the ballpark, which I was the only one who would do that mistake.
Wow.
I was about as bad as you can be at any of it. My parents
Damn.
came to all. It was like, you're not going to... And I didn't even notice how important it was until you'd hear about people who didn't go. Because your
Right.
kid's not smart enough to
Right.
be like, that means so much to me that you came. They just accept
Right.
it. Kids don't know.
They just accept the situation either way.
Yeah.
And obviously there's exceptions. You got to work. Sometimes you're going to miss shit. But like for the most part, you can't,
yeah, it's
there's
like
just
being
no-
hydrated. It doesn't feel that good. It just feels good to not be dehydrated,
Right.
So yeah, it's like go to your kid's game.
And it really is like obviously, an all some kind of thing. You're going to miss some, but in general, you got to be really trying.
Yeah.
Because like you miss a few in a row and then
Jingle all the way.
then jingle all the way happens.
Jingle all the way.
That's the thing. You can miss some, but if you miss 3 soccer games, then your kid starts some sort of electronic music career, and and you're not going to understand what they're
man.
doing.
Yeah.
And then they write a book about how you're a piece of shit.
That's another. I feel like every Disney thing in the '90s was just like Tim Allen and the Santa Claus, or like Jingle All the Way. It was always like a dad,
Totally.
who was just baffled, where he's like, "Why my kid? Why
Yeah.
I gotta?"
The
Why do
only thing I'll
I?
say is that we are not fathers, and it's
No, we're not.
Immediately, it'll be relatable to us. Because the thing is, like I do. It's not that I don't get it either. I think as long as you like show love and try really fucking hard, you're probably good. Or maybe not, and then we're all fucked. Because quite frankly, I forget everything.
Me too.
And I'm going to try really hard, and I'm going to be there, and then sometimes someone's going to call me and be like, hey, aren't you coming to your son's 10th birthday? And I'm just going to be like, oh my God, I'm covered in sour cream. I forgot.
I forget why I walk into rooms
Yes.
most of the time.
Totally.
That's why I'm. When we say we're not fathers, I picked that. I picked that
Right. Sure.
on purpose
100%.
because
Yes.
sometimes I'll just be like, don't know why I'm in here. I guess I'll open the fridge and maybe I'll figure something out. I'm not hungry.
Man.
What am I doing?
Doesn't it
here?
also seem like you become a dad and you gotta throw all your shirts away? You gotta
Yeah.
get different shirts.
Well, your wife will throw them away for you.
Yeah, that's what that's one of the funny
what they do.
stereotypes.
They'll throw your shirts away.
They throw your shirts away.
They
and it's
will.
always like the complaint is always like, I love that shirt, and then the woman is like, it was full of holes.
Yeah.
It was like yellow, and it started
was
blue,
trash.
and it became yellow, and there were holes in it, and it was just a shirt that said Steve's Radiator Shop. It went in the fucking trash.
I love that shirt.
Steve's Radiator Shop is where I lost my virginity. I used to have sex in that bathroom.
And she's like, you can stop any of
Yeah,
these. that
now I
you're
really
saying.
threw that away
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh God. Come on.
That Tom Petty shirt I bought at the Tom Petty show, and I really liked that shirt because I got drunk that day.
Man, I do like Tom Petty.
And I like drinking.
Me too.
And I like shirts.
You know who I like, Dave?
Me?
Kurt Russell.
Oh, hey,
Look at
nice.
I'm a professional. I'm a professional Segway.
You are a Segway, and I'm a bicycle.
Me too. You ever rode one of those Lime scooters?
I like
I've never
to
been on
be
one.
a bicycle. You ever hear that song?
Yeah, it's by the Journey.
Yeah. I've never ridden a scooter. No.
No, I'm so afraid of them. I don't have a helmet, and I will get hit. I got hit by a car when I worked at Jimmy John's, riding my little bicycle around. I got hit by a car.
Damn, inside the store.
Yeah, it was Jimmy. He was real drunk.
I have a name for Kurt Russell that I think is just going to be the one, and then we can just stop.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mr. Horse.
I'm glad we're on the same page because I have, how many do you have for Kurt?
Yeah, like 10 or 15.
Dude,
But
let's go back and forth.
I think we can riff out a bunch more, too.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's go back and forth. Mr. Horse.
Mr. Horse. Sting Penis.
The sheriff. Sting
He is the
Penis.
sheriff.
Yeah.
Brock Venom.
Elvis Old West.
Jason Porn.
Cyclops. Jason Bourne is really good, dude. Yeah.
Logan Roundhouse.
Hannah Gatsby.
Hank Tubesteak.
Randall.
From Monsters, Inc.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Derek Sword.
Beach Steve.
He is Beach Steve.
Yeah.
Burt Goldcar.
Motorcycle Steve.
We're in the Steves now. Jim Dickmug.
Hair.
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
All right. I also got Pistofferson.
That's my favorite so far. Pistofferson is great.
Jeff Bridges and Tunnels.
Jeff Bridges and Tunnels.
Where's his mouth?
He doesn't have a mouth. That mustache
Oh
is...
my Lord, especially nowadays.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oldie Hawn.
Oh, that would have won at midnight. Remember At Midnight?
I
What
do.
a time.
Never got on there.
That's when Twitter got worse, was that when that show ended.
Old Spice the person.
Old Spice.
That's all I've got written down. Yeah, Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
We picked him on purpose because, well, obviously we pick them all on purpose, but
Yeah.
we really have been liking people who are like everybody knows and people have thoughts on, but not like too strong of opinions. Like Bono.
Right.
It's like no one hates Bono. No one really loves Bono. If you love Bono, I want to meet you.
Right,
Maybe you loved Bono back at like the Joshua Tree days when it was like super emotional and they were young and you were young. I don't know.
Right.
But Kurt Russell's like been good in a lot of movies. He's played a lot of mustache men.
Yeah.
Sometimes he was like the president's friend or whatever.
Right, but he's never won an Oscar. You never hear anybody
Yeah.
go, my favorite actor is Kurt Russell.
But no one says Kurt Russell fucking sucks
Right.
either. Yeah.
It's so that's what we like to do. We like to have a
Yeah.
famous kind of middle of the road meat and
totally.
potatoes. Let's rename meat and potatoes.
Oh, that's funny. Renaming potatoes would be really, oh, wow. Dinner grenade.
Russia nuggets.
Wow, yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, dude.
Soft rock.
The Boise Bomber. That's a potato. Soft rock. Holy shit, dude.
Dude,
Soft rock. Wow.
We're doing it. We didn't even tell you. Bonus.
Calling a potato a soft rock is so funny.
Give me that soft rock.
Yeah, so Kurt Russell's funny because it's like most of his catalog are Westerns.
Yeah, a lot of
And
Westerns.
he like did a bunch of Westerns and then he did some other random shit. And then it came back when he was older. Like he is having a little bit of a comeback doing Bone Tomahawk and then the Santa Chronicles. Did you see the Santa Chronicles?
It was on during last Christmas, but I didn't sit down and watch. It was just on.
Dude, the second one
It's good?
isn't really great, but the second one's great. It's a fucking great Christmas movie.
Wow, let's watch it this year.
We should. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that'll
A
be a
couple
little
years
bonus
ago, Caleb
episode.
and I had, we were in, it doesn't happen often, but we were both in LA on Christmas Day and we watched the Santa
It
Claus
was
movie,
great.
right?
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. So
Yeah, we had some beers. It was so fun.
yeah, let's do it again.
Let's do it.
I love it.
being in town for Christmas.
Me too. It's magical. It's magical.
I
Perfect
feel like
weather.
if we talk out some feelings about Kurt Russell, we can riff out even more. Like, just a
Russ
couple more.
Curdle.
That's, yep. Old milk.
Old milk is good. I
Yeah.
like old milk.
I love like an old man name. Like what are some other, like Old Yeller. That's a dog, but like that kind of,
Yeller.
Yeah. Like, okay, what's his like
Dank Nuggets.
if he was in NWA, Kurt Russell, what's his
Yeah.
Ice Cube-esque name?
Ice Cube.
What's his tough 90s rapper name?
All right. Wood.
Yeah, it can't be tough with him.
Wood block.
Woodblock. Wow, dude. Ice Cube, MC Ren, Eazy-E, and
Wood
Woodblock.
block.
Wow.
How about
Ice Wood.
Mud Woodpecker?
Mud. That's so funny. Mud Cube. Wow.
Mud. You know, you had one. What was one of yours? Hair.
Hair.
Tom Bottom.
Tom Bottom, dude. Old ass.
Old ass.
Full mouth.
Foot meat.
Teeth boy. That doesn't even make sense.
Tongue fun.
How would you describe his hair? He's got this like man in his 40s in 1996 hair.
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
little side parted and it waves out, and it's like Kevin Costner sort of did that, but not really.
Yeah.
It's just like this sort of flowy, but also short, like
Yeah, it's
Cagney
like
and
a,
Lacey haircut.
yeah. What is that?
Yeah.
You don't see that much anymore.
No.
It's a lot. It seems like a lot of work. First of all,
Right.
to do that with your hair, it's like a helmet of a like. Well, they wanted their hair to be like the American flag, just like this wave, this big thing.
Right.
It's just like what? Why?
Yeah, but
Why?
like not long though. Like
Yeah.
long enough for you to be like, damn, there's a lot of hair sitting on that head, but then it isn't actually long at all. Like it doesn't really go past their ears that much.
Well, I think also back then I learned a lot of things just from the internet, where that you know none of your friends are blunt enough to tell you, or maybe you don't hang out with bullies anymore. But it's just like men's shorts. Like I had to learn from the internet that I should stop wearing big billowing cargo shorts. I thought they were fine, but I think back then you just had shitty '80s hair and no one said anything. And now I don't know,
yeah.
around the time the internet happened, you can see it in Seinfeld. The first time Jerry checks his email, he gets a haircut and goes, "What the fuck was that? What was that all about?"
Wow.
Frasier too.
Damn,
Dude's
yeah.
just hair sucked for so
I
long.
know. Everybody looked like a fucking idiot.
The Beatles really made dudes think they were cool, and you are not cool.
No,
No one is
man.
cool.
No one.
Nobody. So just get a haircut.
Like maybe Forrest Whitaker is cool.
Forrest Whitaker is cool, but just
I
him.
think that's it.
Just
Yeah.
him.
Oh man, the Beatles too, especially. This is so funny. Like some of the quote coolest people on earth, and their heads were perfect spheres. Like objectively the least cool thing ever to have a symmetrical head. No thanks.
It's so funny to me too because I think John Lennon was cool. He was a piece of shit, but he was a cool guy.
Right.
And one of the things I didn't realize until I guess I became an adult, where I was like, oh, Paul McCartney was a big old nerd.
Oh yeah.
Like I would say Ringo's a goofball, but Paul McCartney is a dork. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
him, but he is a nerd.
You can tell from everything else he ever released after the Beatles. Temporary Secretary is the nerdiest,
Oh my
lamest
God.
song of all time.
Uncle Albert, he was doing some wacky nerdy shit.
Man, we should rename him.
We should. Paul McCartney.
That's a really good one.
Let's put it in the tank. I'll write it down. So
Put
we
it
don't
in
forget.
the tank.
Do
Y'all,
we have some suggestions?
we had so many good suggestions. Oh, by the way, one more for Kurt Russell. Just thinking about what a real name for him would, like a good one would actually be.
Yeah.
And he is like sort of a beach man. He's like he was like born wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Also, definitely born 32 at least.
Hell yeah.
There's no way he didn't come out of a womb fully formed, covered in hair, wearing an eye patch and a Hawaiian shirt. And
His mama was a coal mine and his
Yeah.
pappy was a hammer.
yeah, totally. And so he was born 32 with an eye patch. And he's like obviously a deeply, deeply white man.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got like that crazy beach tan, and always.
Oh, he looks like he was working on a car earlier that day.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, he's always got a rag in his pocket.
He was born with a face towel around on his shoulder like a barkeep.
Yeah, totally. He was born with sweat stains on his shirt. Totally. A lot of people don't know this. Kurt Russell invented the word billabong. Never surfed in his life.
Billabong.
But I think a more accurate name for Kurt Russell would be Cameron Diaz.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it fits.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz.
Totally. And I think we should call Cameron
his name.
Diaz White Castle.
Dude, I don't hate any of that. I think it's Cameron Diaz. We've renamed him.
Yeah, we did it. All right. Yeah, let's read some. We got suggestions from y'all on Twitter.
Thank you for the tweet suggestions, everybody.
Again, I'm at Dave to the Ross. He's at Dumb Caleb.
Hell yeah. Follow
We've
us
been
up.
dark for a month getting your suggestions, but we're back doing that next week.
Hell yeah.
First of all, great handle. At Mystery Spoons said Kurt Russell's new name is Shank Grizzleton.
That's perfect.
So good.
Shank Grizzleton.
Oh, Darth Plato coming in hot with piss snakeskin. Hell yeah, dude. Another Darth Plato joint. Harry Leatherman.
Oh, these
Yeah.
are great. I wish I
are-
thought of these.
Oh,
Harry
man.
Leatherman.
At Wes Van Horn, one of the funniest people on earth, a comic based in Alabama. Follow him at Wes Van Horn. He said, Patch Tough Rod. Damn, dude.
Man, I love these. These
These
are
are
my
so
favorite
good.
kinds. These are like, God.
At Aris Tacos, Aristotle Acevedo, good friend of the show, my old producer of my old show. He said, dude, who's the thing?
Oh, shout out to The Thing.
Yes.
Very underrated movie.
Luis.com said, nepotism rules.
That'd be a good movie name. I would watch Nepotism Rules.
Oh, at Winslow Dumaine, good friend, funny comedian who suggests a lot. What's up, dude? He said, Grit Ruffman.
I love Grit Ruffman.
Grit Ruffman is really great.
Damn.
Evan Nix, another great friend, great fucking director, said Silvery Han. Nice. At Apocpod said, the only man who has ever escaped New York.
You know, gave me an idea for? We should do shirts. Like for this, we should have had a shirt that with Kurt Russell's face on it. On the front, it says Kurt Russell, and on the back, it has all the funniest names.
Dude, honestly, actually, what if we just put a picture of Kurt Russell on the front and it just said Cameron Diaz?
Dude.
And then we could put the other names
Merch
on the back.
drop.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love Cameron Diaz and then just a picture of Kurt Russell. Dude.
I would wear that shirt every day.
Or this is Cameron Diaz. Dude.
Hell yeah. Watch out for that merch drop.
That's a really, yeah.
Hell yeah.
At I am Nicolasaurus said, that one handsome guy that took me to ball games and had sex with my mom. Wow, that's so funny. At Chit Chat Twit Twat said, Wyatt Russell. Yeah, his son plays like the new Captain America in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Wow.
His son Wyatt.
Nepotism.
At Boombox Brian says, extremely shirt and incredibly wrinkled. At Weston Woe said, extremely big trouble and incredibly little China. Hell yeah, dude.
Wasn't it, I guess in the 80s and 90s, like wardrobe departments for action movies were like, wife beater jeans, done.
Totally. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, let your hair grow out a little bit.
Don't shave.
Yeah.
It's almost like there wasn't a wardrobe
Don't
department.
shower. Pour a beer on him. Now get out there. Mike Carosa said, name him Duncan Trussell.
That's perfect.
So funny, isn't it?
I can't. And now I'm imagining that name on like a tough guy.
Yeah.
And wow, what a perfect tough guy name.
Dude, at,
Duncan Trussell.
at Call Me By Your Kevin said, Curty McCurt. Dude, man, God, fucking, y'all are so funny.
I love this. We're doing this shirt. I'm telling you.
At Bogeyman Weather said, Patches. Okay, I think doing... Damn, there are so many. I don't want to... I'm just going to bang through them. I'm just going to go through all of them. I don't do that almost ever, but let's do it.
Let's do it.
Where were we? At Loki Hates You says, Handsome Santa. At Weston Woe says, Big Kurt in Little Russell. At Peter Dia says, everyone's 8th favorite action movie guy.
Oh, this hurts my feelings.
At Joel K. Arnold said, Rusty Dirtmeister.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rusty Dirtmeister.
That's a Caleb Simon style name. At Simply Bo said, Tank Top Jesus. Yes, dude.
That's going on the shirt.
Oh, man. Eric W. Barnes says, panty dropping strong jaw. At Eric W. Barnes also said, gritty Patrick Swayze.
Ooh.
At Seth Mills says, catchphrase McMuscle shirt. Seth Mills also said, scruffy Punchworth.
Scruffy Punchworth is great.
And one more at Seth Mills, mullet manjaw. And wow. Saving the best for last. And I really do feel that way. One of my favorite people and one of my favorite comics, at Dave Waite Comedy, said, Hairdo McQueen.
Oh, Dave.
That's the winner.
Zap.
Fuck, dude.
Kaboom.
Dave, you're wonderful. That's been What's It Called. Thank y'all so much for
Dave Waite.
watching. We love you desperately.
Hell yeah.
You're like truly the best part of our week.
We love you.
Thank you all again. We're pre-recording this, so I don't know how they've been, but I can only imagine all the shows were super fun. A bunch of you came. Yeah. Thanks for coming to the shows. I look forward to being back in LA and recording more and linking up with y'all on Twitter again. Catch us on Patreon if you want more of us. Patreon.com/what's
Thanks for joining
the
Patreon. We got a bunch of fun little pieces of shit.
Finding out what's in Caleb's butt.
Yep, we're gonna find out
this week. We're gonna find out.
Damn right.
We ordered some Dave's Hot Chicken, and I think it's outside the door.
Hell yeah, it is.
God, I love this show. You guys are great.
We love you.
We'll see you next week.
Turn it up.
Bye.
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Oh, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
What's It Called is produced by Hold the Phone Comedy. HoldThePhone.tv. Yeah.